Um, yeah, like, I mean, I guess I could start just to introduce. Hello, welcome back to my anime journal. I'm Zombie Pegasus, and today we have a special guest, Shellshock.
Shellshock, the number one future YouTuber. I do a lot of anime manga reviews. Make sure to check me out later.
And so today we'll start out with talking about what was it, Rescue Wings. Do you what did you think about it?
I didn't really like it that much, to be honest, but
Mm,
the music was really good.
okay. Yeah, I thought it was interesting. Like the I like the idea of having like the uh having like a rescue force. Like that's a not something we really see much in anime, but I feel like compared to other series, like other career focused series, like it didn't grab me as much as I kind of hoped it would. Like
It's because it was kind of
and
boring. They kept wasting time on just not doing anything.
yeah.
Uh, on episode one, I wrote some notes per episode. We can go through them one at a time.
Okay.
Episode one, I wrote, when the girl cried in the first episode, my brother thought I was watching a hentai. So
Really?
take that as you will. A pretty standard start to the series. Yeah, I didn't think the start was that bad, but like it was like just the start, so I didn't have super high expectations. And I wrote that the ending was okay. The ED ending song.
Mm. Yeah,
In
sounds
episode,
all pretty accurate.
you have anything to add?
No, yeah, like felt like the first episode felt decent, but yeah, like it is just the first episode, right?
In episode two, I wrote one line. They finally did something. I don't remember what the second episode was now. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Episode three, I wrote that the opening gives me a nostalgic JRPG feeling. So I remember this one. I actually did, like I said, I did actually like the music. The music wasn't that bad, much to my surprise. I also wrote loss without any value. This is when the little girl was like presumed dead, and then I wrote never mind. They found the bitch. When they found her, and then I wrote never mind. She dead again. So a roller coaster of an episode.
Yeah.
I really liked the ending for this one. I wrote the ED for this one. Will Smith's, as in slaps.
Mm.
On episode four, I wrote his annoyance with cell phones was the first real personality trait we got. So yeah, I remember that. I was kind of surprised. Like it felt like the main character had, you know, a personality instead of being a brick wall.
Yeah, about right.
I also was shocked about the romance and the forcible, forcible kiss thing. I didn't think the relationship was random, by the way. Yeah, well, I did think it was random, but not forced. Sorry, random but not forced. I again wrote the music is good. Should I just like keep talking then?
Yeah, I mean all of your points are pretty good. I didn't take any notes. But
and you're not taking it seriously.
um
This is real stuff.
yeah, I mean, usually when I do this, I kind of just, I remember as much as I can. But yeah, like the first the first couple episodes, like they had some strong stuff, but yeah, like not a crazy amount. I felt like the later episodes or the later kind of arcs were a bit more memorable to me. Um,
Yeah,
I
I
also
agree.
found the character designing wasn't amazing. Like a lot of the time, I kind of had a hard time keeping track of like who the rescuers were, who the victims were, and
Yeah, I
uh,
gave up trying to remember the characters.
yeah, that's fair.
Okay, what else did I write? Yeah. Am I missing something? Why does everyone go crazy when the character says "Owen"? Owen being that weird dialect of meaning don't. I remember this. They had like half the episode on this joke that I did not understand.
Yeah, I guess it must be a dialectal thing. I hadn't heard of that before, but I guess it's just a region of Japan, and they make a big deal of it. It might be like a hick kind of thing, where it's like, oh, you say that, you must be like poor or something. I don't know.
Um, uh, Episode 5, I have nothing to say. An incremental episode. I don't even remember this episode either. Episode 6, Giga Chad has the most badass music playing at his funeral. I remember this. Just really good music at his own funeral. Like that is some insane stuff, man. Uh, I something at the happened at the end. That's also what I wrote. I don't know what I wrote what that was. Episode 7, we got to see some of the characters past. The karaoke ending was based. Yeah, the karaoke was good. Like again, the music was good.
Yeah.
Episode 8, I didn't write anything. Uh,
Which one was episode 8?
yeah, sorry,
Which
what did you say?
wait what happened in episode 8 again?
I don't know. I didn't write anything.
Oh god.
All I wrote was I didn't write anything.
Oh god.
Music is based. Entire this episode and previous episode ended up being a nothing burger for episode 9. Episode 10, obligatory Christmas episode, but then changes it into something else. Episode 11, I just wrote Endgame. Ep- Episode 12, well, it's over. What a slog. I gave it a 3 out of 10, but I'll change it to 4. 4 out of 10.
Mm.
I also watched the OVA, which said it was a prequel, but I don't actually recommend watching it before the main series because it does flashbacks. Well, well, it's a prequel, so I guess it's future backs or something. Flash future, flash futures in between the episodes, so you'll spoil yourself if you do want to watch this 4 out of 10 series. There's also an alternate version. Essentially, my anime list says this, but let me pull this up. Yumigisora Pilot. It was initially supposed to have a female protagonist with sharper animation, but they changed it. I watched this one. It was 3 minutes long. There's no dialogue. It's basically just like an AMV.
I felt like the that alternate version, the pilot, I felt like it could have been a better series. I mean, I do like female protagonists more just in general, but like with the sharper animation, it probably would have been more enjoyable.
I mean, it is what it is. They're gonna change
Yeah,
things. It's anime.
Yeah.
You need a male protagonist to have a bigger outreach.
Yeah, sometimes. Although a lot of popular series have female protagonists as well,
Yeah, no, I'm just making a joke, man.
though. Yeah, I felt uh yeah, like overall the series it felt like it felt like it had like more potential than it really used. I feel like all three of the anime we watched kind of felt that way to me.
The
Um
only anime I liked of the three that you told me to watch was Hakubo, the
mm,
Twilight.
do you want to talk about
Also,
or do we have any I don't really have a crazy amount to say about the Rescue
Rescue Wings.
Wings.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it was really just in the ran the sort of a series that was about, hey, look, we help people. But there's already a movie about this. It's called Planes.
yeah. Yeah, we can move down to Hakubo if you want.
We can talk about Napping Princess. I didn't really like this one either.
Sure.
Everyone
Yeah.
has one job. Sounds depressing AF. This is when they reveal that everyone had takes their car and goes to the uh, big machine in the middle. This one was really weird, by the way, because I'm still not sure what the hell is going on. Because, like, is it a fantasy series? Is it a sci-fi series? It just doesn't explain it to me.
I think what was it? In the description they refer to it as that when she sleeps she goes to another universe, but she can kind of that like they're intertwined. In fact, like in the movie, it's almost like she uses it like like in the Nether in Minecraft, where it's like you go through the Nether and then you can like it's like a separate world, but you can kind of enter it and then go and like what you do in there can affect like the upper world as well, and like like say like you create another portal you can go back out, and like she does that same thing where she'll go to sleep and then like do stuff in her like fantasy world, and it changes the real world as well. um but yeah, it's like a weird concept.
The problem here is that they kept flowing in and out, but it was too disjointed. Dude's
Yeah.
really into cars, steampunk series. Jump scare when she brought out the iPad. Yeah, I remember when she was still in the fantasy world at the beginning, when she brought out the iPad, I got really confused. Like that
Oh
just
yeah.
my next statement was, "What the fuck is going on?" Oh, I also wrote a liar ass bitch. This is I'll tell you what I was referring to here. In the movie, she said one of her friends says your mom was German, right? And she says no, I lied.
Oh yeah.
That's what this is referring to.
Yeah, yeah, where it's like I didn't want you to know that I only have a single father, so I just lied. Yeah. What
Yeah,
a great
lying ass
mentality
bitch.
to have.
I cannot tell if this show is magical or scientific, even like near the end of the music. Near the end of the movie, not music. What? The mother thing was really left field. Like I knew that her mom was dead because this is an anime and both parents cannot be alive. I believe it's against the Geneva Convention. But the mother thing was so like random, like how she just died.
Yeah. Yeah, where she just
Near the end,
somehow
there
I
was
guess she
some
like it's
mecha fighting
surviving in
going
the
on. You okay, zombie?
Yeah, I'm good. There was
Yeah,
like
there was
mecha
some.
stuff like through like the last like half of the movie. I felt it was
Yeah,
just.
like Rescue Wings. I liked the music, but
Mm.
here I said I think I liked the music, so it only gets a 3 from me. Anyways, Zampi, what this tells me is that you need to pick better anime for us to watch, man.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just picked some random ones where it's like, oh, this seems like it could be interesting to talk about, but I
I
guess
have pretty hard restrictions. I think that's partially the problem.
mm, yeah, maybe
No,
if we ever do this again, maybe you should be the one picking the anime to watch.
yeah, I'm glad you wanted me to do it again. I feel loved. No homo. Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
don't really
I
have anything else to add to Napping Princess, except
mm.
it's true to its name. I slept like a princess.
Yeah, I felt Napping Princess was at least more engaging than Rescue Wings. Like there's more going on, even if it's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
kind
I'd
of.
say so.
It's like a little weird though. Like the yeah, like you say that it's like sci-fi and fantasy because of the two worlds thing, where it's like it's set like in like the near future, and so there's like self-driving cars and uh, other things where that they it's not set that far in the future though. Like it's no that it's written in 2017 and they mention it's like, oh, there's the 2020 Olympics happening. It's like, wait, is this only set in like 3 years in the future and they have like self-driving cars already? um but yeah, like it is like it keeps on going flipping back and forth, and because like some of the fantasy elements slip into the real world sometimes, like especially if I wasn't paying that much attention, sometimes I would be like, wait, is this the real world right now and there's just like mechas for some reason, or is this still the fantasy world? um but yeah, it was weird, but I did kind of like it.
Yeah, again, I like the music, but overall, I wouldn't really recommend it.
Mm. Okay. Should we move?
Hakubo was probably the best one.
Mm. Yeah,
It
Hakubo is
was
good.
short. It was only an hour long, but it was nice. Funny thing, I did a little bit of research on Hakubo. It's a charity movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh huh.
It was made after the big earthquake in Japan, and this was one of the 3 movies that was made to donate to charity. Funnily enough, this did not reach the Kickstarter amount, so
Yeah.
it just I guess it pushed the movie anyway, being only 52 minutes long.
Yeah.
In the beginning, like the anime's intro was really long. It was like 90 seconds of just looking into clouds. That kind of threw me off. Uh, Later on in the series, she says she walks home, but it takes an hour for her to go there on the train. So I was like, does she walk home for like 4 hours?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, no, they later said that she takes the bus. But like, that was like I was like 4 hours. Zombie, have you seen a Drew Gooden video?
Who?
Drew Gooden, he's a YouTuber.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, and okay, I need to explain to you this lore so I can explain the next part. Okay, listen up.
Okay.
In Drew Gooden's video, his wife talks about how they all had a favorite Jonas brother, her and her group of friends. She wanted to pick Nick. I don't know who that is, but she wanted to pick Nick, but because her friend all liked Nick, she had to pick somebody else. So the girls have like a conversation similar on their favorite idol, where they talk about their favorite idol, and one of them says, "Oh, I like him," and then she says, "No, no, I already said I liked him. You have to pick somebody else." This kind of
Oh,
behavior, this kind of behavior, funnily enough, isn't like exclusive to girls. Guys have their own version of this. For example, my brother and I and my cousins, we would pick like a favorite Beyblade member. My eldest brother was Tyson, my elder cousin was Ray, I was Max, and my younger cousin was Kai. We did this with Dragon Ball Z. We did this for other series. So to the one woman listening to this podcast, yeah, we all men do it too.
yeah. I feel like people do that a lot with waifus as well, where it's like, oh, this is my waifu. You're not allowed to have her. And it's like,
Yeah, but this is
she's an
yeah,
animated
but those are
character.
adult men, right? Those
Yeah.
are we don't count those. We avoid those. Boy is weird, meets girl, boy wants to express and remember through art over pictures. Yeah, this was when talks about how he feels like he could express art better through he could express images better through his art than take pictures, which is fine. You know, it's a good sentiment. I'm pretty sure the other one art person that's watching will agree on this. What do you think, Zombie? Do you
Yeah.
think
Yeah, I like Takubo. Like, yeah, I thought the dynamic between the two main characters was interesting. Like the fact that like you could see like the girl is like really into aesthetics as well. Like talking about like what was it, choosing her school based on the uniform or something like that, and like all these different things. Of, like she notices different things of like how things look, and makes sense that she would fall for a guy who's into art. It was sweet though.
uh,
Uh,
I think in a sense you can also kind of tell when the budget ran out.
oh
Sometimes the grass didn't look right. The ending was a bit abrupt.
yeah,
Also, there was the female character friend, uh, the female version of our guy. She kept trying to say, "You're one of us. Don't get a boyfriend."
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. That whole dynamic.
Yeah. So overall, I think Hakubo was actually pretty good. The random strip scene was pretty weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe teenagers, who's to say what they're thinking?
Yeah.
So what? We've talked about all the series. Now what do we do?
Um. Yeah. I think that's might be about it. Uh. I know. Like, what was it? Did you watch the OVA thing for Napping Princess as well?
There's an OVA.
Not really an OVA. I think it was an ONA. It was like I think it actually aired before the movie did, and it kind of explains a bit more about like the fact that the reason why she has like this kind of dream world of like her being the princess and stuff is actually a story that her dad taught her as a kid, and it kind of just goes over some like plot elements there. So I thought that was useful to know that it kind of fills some things in that the movie kind of fails to address.
I should have read it. There's also like manga adaptation. Maybe I'll quickly skim through this right now.
Mm.
So there's a small novel as well. I don't know about that.
Oh yeah, I didn't check that out.